Hi, Eric Gibaud, Gibaud.com, and here I'm in Santa Cruz de Tenerife, or Santa Cruz de Tenerife, how you want to say it. Here is the marina here with a magnificent boat on the left. You hear some noise in the back because there are some kids doing a demonstration for saving the planet, and with the drums because it's carnival very soon. Okay, so what I'm going to speak about. Well, I think that when people are showing off about their gear, the photography gear they're using, they just tell me one thing: they have no clue about photography. Let's start. So I suppose just with the title, I already have some thumbs down, but doesn't matter. I hope you will watch the video until the end and then you have your own opinion. If you don't agree with me, no problem, it's your right. And but this is my opinion. Very often I hear people saying, without the latest gear, a full frame camera, a double memory card slot, a double slot for memory cards, best burst rate or fastest autofocus or whatever, it is not possible to make good pictures nowadays. I think they have a serious problem, well, several problems. First problem they have is a memory problem. I don't speak about memory card, but their memory, okay? 15 years ago, many pro photographers started to do weddings with Canon 300D or Nikon D70. And nowadays, these cameras are considered as obsolete, obviously, but for beginners. Very basic entry-level cameras. And at that time, no one was telling them, these pictures are no good, or clients were not saying, oh, I don't want the pictures that are no good. And since then, sunlight is still the same, street light is still the same, wedding are still made the same way. I speak about weddings, it could be any kind of pictures, landscape are the same, so everything is the same. So technology is obviously a plus. If you don't miss a picture because the autofocus is fastest, that's great. If you don't know how to light, or in that moment you cannot put any flash unit, having high ISO is great. Having image stabilization is great. Everything, all this is great. But it does not mean that without this you cannot make good pictures. And this is the problem. Many people think that without that they cannot make pictures. So I invite them to go to Africa, South America, India, many countries where they don't have money for top gear, and they do pro work, great job with basic cameras, entry-level cameras or obsolete cameras, and they give the same result as many Western photographers. In Western photography, I don't speak just about Europe, the US and Canada, I also speak about Australia, New Zealand, Japan, but I speak what they call first world, which is not a word I like, first world and third world, I don't like it, but this is more or less as people refer to these countries, and they get the same result as people in these first top countries. So I think, oh, you're telling me that this guy back in Africa with this 12, 15-year-old camera or entry-level, nowadays camera entry-level, is giving the same result as this guy with the latest Nikon, Canon, Sony, whatever, it's giving the same results? So then he's a better photographer. This is what I think. If with a gear that is a lot less powerful or has less technology, he makes the same result or better result, he's a better photographer. So you should think about the message you're actually telling when you say without top gear you cannot be a pro photographer or you cannot do pro photography. Basically what you're saying is that anyone with this latest gear, top technology gear, can make good pictures. This is what it means. If I am a potential client of yours, then I will think, oh, you, what camera do you have? Oh, I've got the latest Nikon. Okay. And you, what do you have? Oh, I've got the latest Nikon. Oh, the same camera. Okay. So they will give the same result. So what is, which of the two is giving me the best price for his services? Well, I get the cheapest one. I'm not stupid. If you just told me that the gear is key, This is not you or key, it's the gear. So I'll go to someone who is cheaper with the same gear. That's simple. This is exactly the message you're sending. Without top gear, you cannot make good picture. With top gear, anyone can make good pictures. So I'll go for the cheapest one. So you're just throwing stone on your head. It's exactly what you're doing. So if you say that because you believe in this, you should think again about your message. And if you believe this is true, you should learn about photography, because what you're telling me is you're not a photographer. You are a gear user. You're a techno freak, a guy who knows how to configure the camera to get the picture. But on the road, traffic radar, they actually do pictures also. And photomaton, when you go photo booth, you go make a picture, makes your picture also okay. Right lighting, right framing, you have to put seat up or down, and that's it, and the framing is done and picture is fine. So this is stupid. This is stupid. You're just killing your business. So actually you should learn how to make pictures without all this fancy technology. Obviously, if you have this technology, it's welcome. Having a dual memory card is great, having fast autofocus is great, all this. But you must know how to do without. If tomorrow your camera fails, what are you going to do? If you don't have time to buy a second one, you pick your second camera, or ask your nephew to lend his camera so he can finish, do a job or whatever, and he has got less advanced technology. You must be able to make picture with that basic gear. Why? Because you're a photographer. Otherwise, you're just a top gear user. And something else. Well, and something else. You're just confirming you're not confident. If I feel that without top gear I cannot make a wedding, or I cannot make a reportage, can make a landscape, your lack of confidence is ruining your wallet. It's emptying your wallet. We all been through this. Before I was a part-time pro photographer, or semi-pro they call it, and then I got an internet business. And then when I decided to do full-time professional photography-wise, I got some Leica gear, M8 digital Leica, and I had about 30,000 euros in gear between bodies, 2 bodies, and many lenses, all this. A lot of money, no? After 2 years, I switched to Canon, full frame, 5D Mark II, 5D Mark III, and great, I was happy with it. But then after like 3 years, 4 years, I'm not sure, I had many shots on my cameras. It was time to change bodies, and decided to go for micro four third with Olympus. And I've been with it for 4 years, and I'm really happy with it. And my client don't see any difference. Well, the only difference, instead of having a 3:2 proportion, I've got a 4/3, but I could even change that. But I've got a 4/3 proportion ratio, and actually, I don't see difference. Obviously, there are some things the full frame did I cannot do, but I've got many things I can do with my Olympus I could not do with my Canon. I could not go that slow speed because there was no good stabilization. With my Olympus I can, and there are things I could do with my Leica I cannot do with what I have. That's just tools, basic tools. But actually the sunlight has been like this for millions of years. When you look at bulb in your house, it's been the same. Weddings are still the same. They throw the rice at the same moment, all this. So the problem is not the gear, the problem is you. So very often I see people saying, yeah, but it's not the arrow, it's the Indian. And people nag about that, saying, yeah, but someone said it's not the camera, it's a photographer. They said that having a $10,000 camera. No, not everyone is saying this. I don't have a 10,000 camera. Well, I do in analog cameras, but they're not worth 10,000 anymore. I've got Hasselblad, Leica, but just because I like to use that gear. I like it, not because they give me more. Actually, they don't give anything. I mean, the Leica, the film Leica I have and the film Hasselblad I have, they don't give me anything. I have to do everything, you know. But when you look at the gear, actually. It's not the key. It's a help. It's like a spare wheel. It will help you if there's some tough moment, difficult time, or lack of light, and you don't have a flash unit with you. You can put up the ISO, all this. But these are safety things or help that you must use only if you don't have any other option. The main thing is to be a real photographer and how to use the gear. I'm going to check on Google. I'm recording now, I didn't check yet, but I'm going to search, I will show you now, some picture about 100 years ago. Portrait, for example, black and white. I wish everyone that show off about their top gear could make such good pictures today. Not with that camera, with the camera they have right now. Not saying, oh yeah, but they're different cameras. No, I don't tell you use that cameras, but the one you have right now, you top Nikon, top Sony, or top whatever, and make such a good picture. And many of these people who are showing off about their gear, they cannot make such good pictures. Why? Because now you just rely on technology. And the result is that you appear to be a lousy photographer and have a lot of money and spend on top gear. So if you're telling this because you think, you truly think, honestly think it's not possible to make good picture without top gear, please learn photography. If you know you could, but you're not sure, you're not confident, please better your confidence. And if you say that just because you want to discourage people of starting a photography business, telling them in a way that without top money you are not able to make good pictures, but you know it's possible, you just say that you want him to stay away of the business, well, this is not nice. This is really not nice. You can already leave my channel because I don't want people with that mentality here, honestly. I think photography, you win your prizes, you win your clients, you earn your money because you show good pictures, not because you show off about money or about gear. And I think someone who's showing off about his gear to lower other people speaks more about himself as a person than about his gear. And if you're one of these guys, please change your attitude. This is not nice. I want to upload your picture. I want to be, wow, what a great picture. I don't want to say, oh, what a great camera he has. Can I say, he's a good singer, or he's a better singer than this guy because he has a better microphone? He's a better, no, whatever, he's a better cook because he has a better saucepan. Come on. Do you think that sounds nice for yourself? Not for me, because I know what I think about this situation, about people saying that, but do you honestly think that telling my gear is key to my business, my gear is key to the result, do you think it's good? No, it's no good. Attitude, not good for you, not good for anyone in photography. So, well, that was a long video maybe about this, but this is a thing that really bothers me. This is why I wanted to do a video about that. And I hope you still liked it. Maybe if it was a long, or maybe I repeated myself. If you think it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a small button down here and also a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will receive a notification when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any comment, you can put it below or send me an email to info@ericgibaud.com. Below also put a list of my gear on Amazon, also a list to other part of my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye.